welcome back. So yes, we are still in our slow season here. So a day like today is a big deal for us here on island, and it's gonna get quite busy. So with the timing to the beach, we're hoping to stick to that 25 minutes where on our way over should be good. We don't usually get traffic unless they're doing road work. So those red tickets I handed you, those are your lunch tickets. If you can put them away carefully. Yes, put them away safely. We'll talk about lunch a little bit later and how we'll go about it. You don't want to miss it today. So we're going out to the Orient Bay Beach out there. It's a 1.5 mile long beach. We're going to visit the beach bar called Y Plage. Y Plage. W-A-I Plage. P-L-A-G-E.
After married? Yay! Congratulations. That's the best way, you know. Save your money and come to honeymoon, you know, really. Wonderful. She's a beautiful, look at how beautiful hair they did. They did a jackpot. Both of you guys handsome and beautiful. Yeah, because you were kissing. I said, maybe they're in honeymoon. Nice, very nice. Oh, look at the gas station, honey.
After that, you don't take no chances with anything, bro. Like category 1, don't matter.
Some market and grocery shopping.
It did everything.
In the city.
Back to your left over here, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main downtown area. So this is the Phillipsburg area. The street out on your left, that's the main Front Street. Front Street, there you get name brand clothing, watches, jewelry, perfume, you name it. You get a little bit of everything out there. The entire area out here is called Phillipsburg, which is the capital for us here on the Dutch side of the island. Yes. So back at the port, you do have lots of stores you can choose from as well. So you get a little bit of everything. We are duty free, so you take full advantage of that. So on our excursion today, we were talking a little bit of history, what we do today, and what to be expected out at the beach. So first up, we're going to see the roundabout here to your left is our Emancipation Statue. We were emancipated on the Dutch side on July 1st, 1863. On the front side was May 29, 1848. So there was a 15-year difference between the two. Back on the left, over here, between the trees, you can see a large body of water. You're going to see it clearly in a bit. Right about now. Many people mistake that as a lake, but that there was an actual salt pond. We had 9 salt ponds on St. Martin, and that one in particular was known as the Great One, being that it's the biggest one. Yes, and we had many people from different islands come to St. Martin doing the salt mining. They exported the salt to the surrounding islands and as far out to Europe. We also had the Amerindians here on the island. And they named our island Swaliga. Swaliga meaning land of salt. Yeah, so that's our third name, St. Martin, St. Martin, Swaliga, land of salt. Now, just unfortunate for us here in the early 1960s was the end of the salt production. And since then, tourism has become our main industry. So everything is related directly or indirectly to tourism. And I'd like to thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for spending some time here with us. Now, they said our first inhabitants here in the island were Arawaks. They came from South America on canoes. They said they lived a peaceful life here by fishing, hunting, making jewelry, doing pottery. Up until the 14th century, when we had the English, the Dutch, the French, and the Spanish all trying to colonize our island here for the salt. As we know, salt was used as a preservative, being that there were no refrigerators back in those days. But what changed the course of history here for us on the island was in the year 1644. Yes, in that year there was a war between the Spanish and the Dutch, yes. Now, even though the Spanish outnumbered the Dutch, they lost interest on the island and they went back over to Spain. Left here, of course, was the Dutch. The French then joined them a few years later. So on March 23rd, 1648, both Dutch and French signed the Treaty of Concordia. Within that treaty, they agreed to live in unity, which we enjoy to this present day. So this year marked 375 years of the coexistence between French and Dutch, St. Martin. So that there is just a gist of history and how the French and the Dutch came about. Now for St. Martin, we are a total of 37 square miles, 21 square miles being out on the French side of the island and just 16 over here on the Dutch side. Now you may be wondering, how did they come about dividing our islands? Well, legend has it that the French guy and the Dutch guy stood back to back at an area and they walked opposite direction. So what you cover is yours, what I cover is mine. Legend continued to say the French guy spiked some white rum into the Dutch guy's water. So you know what happened? The Dutch guy fell asleep whereas the French continued to walk. Again, everyone is happy with what they have, so we'll stick just to that. St. Martin as well is also known as the smallest landmass in the world to be divided by two separate governments. So on the French side of the island, they're under direct rule of France. And for the Dutch side, they are within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. They enjoy some sort of independence on October 10, 2010. So they call it 10-10-10, which is Constitution Day here on St. Martin. Now for us, we pretty much enjoy two of everything out here. Well, almost two of everything. You have your own government systems, schooling, hospitals, police stations, airports, but there's only one cruise facility. Yes, and that's just where you came from, and that's on the Dutch side of the island out here. So yes, the French side is bigger, but the Dutch side have a lot more going on for them where tourism is concerned. As for languages here, official language for the French is French, for the Dutch is Dutch. English is widely spoken. So everyone speaks English on St. Martin. Yeah? So for the locals, they are bilingual or more, so we speak 2 or more languages. And you can find persons that can speak 7 to 8 different languages. For myself, it's just 2. English first, and then Dutch. And I'm just at basic with French and Spanish, which was taught in school. Now, just about myself, a bit about myself here. Was born and raised on the island, haven't lived anywhere else. I'm married for 8 years. My husband is from Jamaica. I like to say this because if we do date anyone from St. Martin, we may be cousins. Yes, and this is the truth, huh? I'm also a mother of 3 boys. I have Malik, 13 years old, Jamar, 10, and Liam, 5. They're my pride and joy, keep me super busy. Everyone say, well, you got all the boys, what about the girls? I went ahead and got me 3 girls. I have Summer, Spring, and Roxy. Those are my dogs. Yes, I keep it balanced, you know. I got girls, of course. My future aspiration is to become an elementary school teacher, which is in work in progress. Yes, and they're in need of it right here on St. Martin as well.